The whole month of January, I have been reading a little bit here, a little bit there, very inconsistent with my typical reading habits. The month is almost ending and I have not finished a single book. These are all the books that I am currently in the middle of. The first one that we have is a short story collection called Ghost Lover by Lisa Taddeo. This is the final Lisa Taddeo that I have yet to read. I'm about half-ish of the way through. Then this one is a reread and my bookmark just fell. Lovely. This is a reread. This is Little Rabbit. I read this book over on my Kindle last year, made my top 10, as a lot of you probably know. Got the physical copy, started reading, annotating, and then I just started rereading pretty much the whole book. Actually, speaking of rereads, I did start rereading another book. Okay, let's just talk about that book because I just remembered right now. So the book that I started rereading is I Could Live Here Forever by Hannah Halprin. This is one of the only books that I was physically crying and I could not stop. I have not cried that badly in quite a while, and I think it's one of the only books that has ever evoked such a visceral reaction from me. The night I started reading this, beautiful setup. It was finally raining in California. I couldn't sleep, put on some classical music, journaled, decided to pick this book back up, and I got to page 100 something. So hopefully I can finish this too. I'm just shooting for the stars right now. We have those two rereads. Then I have, oh my god, another two rereads. What is going on? I guess January is just the month of the rereads for me. It just so happened. I'm also rereading Never Let Me Go with my book club. This has been so much fun to hear your guys' take on it. This one I am almost done with. I genuinely have maybe like 2-3 chapters left. I just need to update my fable and like put all my annotations and whatnot in the group. This is a book that I reread mandatory at least once a year. Then another book that I have made a lot of progress on is Committed on Meaning and Mad Women. This is by Suzanne Scalon. I think that's it. So that's a quick update of the books that I have started that I am in the middle of. Now I can update you with what happened yesterday. So yesterday was Monday. Went to the bookstore last night. I got a really beautiful journal, which I'm really excited about. And then I got a couple other goodies, which, you know what? We're already here. Let me share those goodies with you as well. Where's my journal? 2 seconds. Look at how beautiful this journal is. It is all black. I was trying to find like a deep red, burgundy kind of shade. There was one. It had this charm and I think it was permanently on and I wouldn't be able to take it off. So I just went with the black. I was spoiled and got a couple of other books. So I got Station 11. Very excited about this one. Then I got Devotions by Mary Oliver. This is one of the only paperbacks that didn't have one of those permanent stickers on the cover. I was so close to even getting the hard copy because I did not want that sticker, but then I found this one all the way in the back. And then the final one that I bonded with the bookseller on is Want, submitted by Anonymous, and they are collected by Jillian Anderson. Whenever I share my bookshelves, I always get a lot of comments about what happens to all of the book sleeves, because whenever I have a hard copy, I typically will remove it from my shelves. Example, like all of these are just black spines. And I have a lot of books like this. So the answer to that is I put all of them in a really big bag. Definitely not the best storage, but this is what I've been doing. And I got the urge to redecorate my shelves. Quite honest, I never liked how they looked when I decorated for Christmas. And I think I'm gonna stop decorating them seasonally because I missed how they used to look. This is what I have so far. I grabbed all of the hardcovers and I found all the covers that I need to put back on these. I'm just gonna redecorate my shelves for the 20 billionth time. Probably listen to an audiobook. Actually, let's pick that. This is the book. I had to go get it. I've been listening to this audiobook. I absolutely love it. I got that from Everand. I have seen so many people talking about this book, raving about it. I think it's like a retelling or it's inspired by Wuthering Heights. I cannot get into it. I don't really like the writing. I think I'm gonna go back to listening to committed because I only have 2 hours left. Today is now Monday, February 3rd. I have filmed a bunch of little clips, but not a whole lot. I did a lot this weekend, but I wanted to show you these. So I was in North Park in San Diego and I got some Saigon coffee, which is one of my favorite coffee shops. This is the first time that I get their coffee beans and I'm so excited because I'm done with work and I want a quick coffee before I go on with my day. Oh my god, that smells so good. I wish you could smell it. Okay, let's go make some coffee with my new coffee beans. I have my ice, my almond milk, and then my double shot of espresso. I really love my little espresso cups. Oh, what a waste of coffee. That is such good coffee. And also, I'm wearing my new favorite shirt that I got at the record store last week. Amy Winehouse. Love. No, there's coffee on me. This shirt is really big on me, but it was the only one and I needed to get it. I asked her how much it was. She said $10. I was not going to leave this at the store. What else? What else? I think that's it. I painted my nails today. I use the brand Olive in June. The color is Cozy Up. I will usually always do some variation of red. Look at that. Let's see. No, I think I like the red more. Needed to do a couple of things to this space. I still don't want to show you my full bookshelves because I'm still organizing. I still have book stacks down here and my cart, and I did purchase new books this weekend, so I still need to reorganize. I'll do an in-depth video some other time if you'd like, but I did need to add something here, and then I did need to change my record. My sweet sister got me 2 of the Maria records for my birthday in January. Yesterday I did go to Verbatim Books. It is one of my favorite used bookstores. So when I was in LA, I went to a bookstore called Romans and I ended up getting Simple Passion by Annie and then translated by Tanya Leslie. This won the Nobel Prize 2022. I've never read anything from this author, but I was really interested in what it said in the back, and I knew that it was an author that I've had my eye on for a while. The first one, I'm surprised that was already there because this is a fairly recent release. It is called Liars by Sarah Manguso. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And then the other one is a book that I saw on my TikTok, and it is called Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison. The only other thing is I don't know about these four at the top. I don't think I like it. I think I want to add a different kind of plant. I don't know how I feel about keeping all of my tabs out anymore. The Elena Ferrantes have to stay. That's regardless. They must stay. It was really sad to me when I decorated them for Christmas and I didn't get to show them the same way that I usually do. So the Elena Ferrantes are staying. And then I do want to get rid of the TBR cart. It's just kind of a mess. I can show you if you'd like. I'm just bringing you all around now. This is what it's currently, you can't see it. This is what it's looking like. The bottom row is just absolutely a mess. This is a combination of new books, of books that I have read, books that I'm in between. I have my personal planner in here. I know. My tea is now ready. I'm having a green tea this morning. And last night we went to go watch The Companion. I did not know anything about it. I had only seen an ad where it was the clip of her having her hand over the fire and you just see the tears start rolling down. And it had said that it got like a near perfect on Rotten Tomatoes. That's all it took for me because after that I didn't know anything else. I thought it was really, really good. And when I was watching it, it made me want to pick up Clara and the Sun by Kazuo Ishiguro. I had started the audiobook through my library maybe now almost 2 years ago, and I got roughly halfway through and then I stopped. I do have a physical copy of it, so I might read that again. I was just thinking about it a lot yesterday while watching the movie, and it was quite fun not knowing anything, so I recommend if you want to watch it, the less you know about it going into it, the better. Oh, actually I need to update my letterbox. I don't know if anybody else has a letterbox, but this one's mine. I started using my letterbox last year in December actually, and I do really like rating and putting your top 4. I'm always really curious to hear people's top 4s. What else? Actually, speaking of Kazuo Ishiguro, that is the one book that I read in January, was Never Let Me Go, which was the book for my book club. I read that book once a year. So usually whenever I reread it, there's a certain section that sticks out to me. Prior to this, last year, my favorite quote was the one where Kathy's talking to Tommy and she's referring to each other being separated by this river. They're so close to one another, but just not close enough. And ultimately, life takes its course and they're not able to be together and it's bittersweet. That usually is my favorite quote. But this time, the one that I lingered with is, she says, "Very good, but a harsh, cruel world, and I saw a little girl, her eyes tightly closed, holding to her breast the only kind world, one that she knew in her heart could not remain, and she was holding it and pleading, never let her go. That is what I saw. It wasn't really you, what you were doing, I know that, but I saw you and it broke my heart, and I've never forgotten." And it's this moment in the book where someone sees our main character, Kathy, when she's really young. She finds this cassette tape, and one of her songs is like her favorite song on that cassette tape. So she's holding her doll, and she thought that she was having a moment alone in her room, but her door was like left ajar. And so this adult was walking by and saw this moment of Kathy dancing in her room holding her doll, saying, "Never let me go, never let me go." And when you put it in context to what this book is about overall, it's really, really sad. As I always recommend, if you haven't read Never Let Me Go, highly, highly recommend that you do. Because now I want to go ahead and finish Clara and the Sun after watching last night's film. And now for book club, which I think I'm going to start the book today. We are reading Land of Milk and Honey. I think the other thing that I had on my list that I didn't get to do yesterday was journal. So I found some journal prompts online that I want to start with. I'm not in the habit of journaling. I find it a really daunting task. The rare instances that I have journaled do feel really good after I'm done. I think it's just starting that feels stressful. Writing the first journal entry in my new journal that I know I'm thinking way too much into it. So I'll probably just follow a journal prompt.